Today, guys, I'm going to be showing you how to go ahead and macro here inside of Fish on Roblox. Now, there's been a lot of new macros and stuff coming out. I'm going to show you the one that I use and the one that I would personally recommend. However, I will hope to have my own macro out at some point, but it's actually a lot harder to build than you'd think. But yeah, I'll show you guys how to basically install and run your own. So the very first thing you want to do is head to my website linked in the description below. And basically, you're going to see the guide, and then you'll see the video right here, and then you'll see two different things. You'll see the AutoHotkey download. We're going to need to download this. This is a safe download. A lot of people ask me a lot of questions about this, and this is a safe download. This is highly trusted by multiple. If you have any issues, let me know, but this is 100% safe. You're going to click download, right? And you want to make sure you're using the version 1 version. .v1 is the version you're going to use. Then go ahead and open the AutoHotkey up. It's going to ask you if it wants to make changes to your device. Go ahead, click yes, and then click express installation, and then it says that it's finished installing. So that is the very first part. That's all you got to do for that part, to install AutoHotkey. That's it. Boom. That easy. So once you've done that, you want to head back over to my website. Then you want to click the Fish Macro download link. Click on that, and it's going to give you this Fish Macro config. What you're going to do is you're going to want to click on it, because a lot of people, for whatever reason, could not get this when I told them. You want to left click on it. Then you want to click extract all, the extract all button. Then click extract. Then you can X this folder out, and you can go ahead and delete the zipped version. Then you can open up the real version. Now you're going to see the other rods and the Polaris rod. And basically, you can go ahead and open up the Polaris rod if you want to use this. These are a little bit outdated, but they do still work. But really all you need to do for in your case is click on Fish V2. Now, there are a bunch of settings in here. Again, credit to Asphalt Cake for creating this, because he did create this. There will be credit to the description in the description below and all that good stuff. But enable cameras outdated, obviously. Auto zoom in, auto lower graphics, auto blur, that's outdated. But basically what you can do is you can go to the configs list and you can select a specific rod. So let's say I'm using the I'll just use a basic rod. I'll just say default. Then I want to click load settings. It says it's loaded, settings successfully loaded. And now that version is loaded into here. We want the click shake mode, and then we can basically leave this all on how it is. If you want to change this for your own self, you can, and then click start Mac. Now, I'm obviously using the Oni rod right now, the Oni Ferric rod, and the next thing you want to do is make sure you're not in full screen, because I have to say this every time, but you don't want to be in full screen, and you want to close your leaderboard and basically all of that stuff out. Now, I'm going to switch to the rod that I am using specifically for this. So that was the default, which is going to be flimsy. So now, again, this macro is relatively decent. So what we're going to do is it says click P to start. So I'm going to go ahead and click P. It's going to turn my graphics down. And it's going to zoom me in, and basically make sure your fishing rods, that is actually really important. I forgot to equip it. So if nothing happens, just like this, because you didn't actually equip the rod. So equip the rod. Let me reopen this all up. So boom, we're going to start it now. And now we actually have the rod enabled, which I didn't have enabled in first. It's going to zoom you out, zoom you in. It's going to throw it and cast. Now, if you have any issues with clicking the shake button, it is because your head is too white. So it's going to zoom you in. And again, if it has any issues actually catching it, it's going to probably be either because the settings are not good for your rod. And as you can see with the default rod, the reason why it didn't actually catch right there is because of the little bar at the top confuses it sometimes. So note that some rods are better for macroing than others. It was pretty accurate for a bit. So it's obviously macroing. It's not going to be perfect every time. So just keep that in mind. It's obviously a macro. So it's not going to be perfect every single time. So really keep that in mind when doing this. So you're not going to want to do this with this streak. I've told people that a million times. The whole point of macroing is not with a streak. But yeah, as you can see, we just went ahead and caught that, and it can do that over and over again. So you can obviously macro with this. Again, don't do this with a streak. If your goal is to make money, then make money, but you're going to lose your streak if you do this. So just keep that in mind. I don't know why, but I had to tell people that so many times that they're going to lose their streak. Now, there's a lot of other settings that you can go into and change, but again, you have to kind of know what you're doing for this. This is the base version right here. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions. You guys can go into all the different settings and look at these for yourself, but you also have all these different configuration settings right here. So that is pretty much how you guys can go ahead and macro here inside of Fish on Roblox. If you have any questions, make sure to comment them down below. I'll try to answer any of the questions that I can, but a lot of times people just ask the same question over and over again that was already answered in the video. So if you have any questions, make sure you rewind the video and watch back to make sure you actually have been paying attention. Yeah, that is pretty much how you guys can go ahead and macro here inside of Fish on Roblox. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.